Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra December 12, 2021. It would not matter how much time you have to invest to get out in front of all your inconveniences. Possibly you have much more than you think that would make you see yourself as an accurate, honest, and close person to solve your problems, as you least thought. The waning moon would be conducive for you to get out of these streaks. Do not divert your attention, it could be an irreparable error, so that you are clear about what you want. First think about what you do not want. Remember the importance of being a person much closer to your desires, so the transition from Scorpio to Sagittarius would be good enough to feel calm. You would have recently reached your goals, so you stay focused so that everything you need is put on a silver tray and you do not feel out of control. Sometimes you do not contemplate the importance of what certain details mean and you would have to repeat the same behavior twice or more. Avoid it with the waning moon in the Regency. You will decide to adopt a new hobby. You who have diverse interests. Right now, your passion may be leading you down a new path. Perhaps you are reading about a new topic that inspires your imagination. Do some research. Surf the web and find more. Join a discussion group or club that shares your interests. You might even have fun emails from pen pals. Your kindness will bring you real well-being today. You will feel useful and you will receive beautiful expressions of sympathy in exchange. This pleasant atmosphere will give you a big boost. Is an important and positive day for your interests. Do not be too reserved and be receptive to others, their desires, and their projects, because you could discover new ways to be happy and to have fun. You are not hanging around and, if you want to make the most of this muscular planetary situation, do not be afraid to push your limits and consider your love life with more scope and a whole new outlook. Sometimes you would have been left with the desire to do everything possible to settle some negative things that made you feel bad, physically. There is no rush to feel that you could find the right path to your health. Today is a day of relaxation. Don't take anything seriously and avoid making big decisions. You may have the feeling that something is being up behind your back. Let yourself be carried away by your intuition. Do something to bridge the gap between reality and your perception of the spiritual world. Take a walk by the sea or in a forest, or if you stay in the city, go to a nice place and try to connect with nature. You will see that you will feel incredibly good. Between too much and nothing, a happy medium exists. With your resources, it's up to you to find them. Measure the amount of exercise and rest to alternate during your week. Take into consideration that this alliance remains essential for maintaining your shape. If necessary, you can always call on the services of a professional coach. This magician will be better able to advise you on the procedure to follow and on the steps to be taken. Reconciliation with your bodily stature is coming. Show yourself, not just others, the ability you have to cope with discomfort. It means that no matter what is upside down, you would do your best to be a much more congruent person with everything you want and how you would get it. For this, you have the number one on your side that would undoubtedly make you feel that everything is much more prosperous for you. You are likely to feel a stronger sense of ego as your emotions reach a state of strength and stability. Despite these pleasant inner sensations, there are probably factors that make you distrust even your way of thinking. You may be puzzled by someone who has a wrong idea about the truth. To stay stable, try to focus on your inner strength instead of allowing the influence of other people. If you have expenses to do, heaven has you covered, but don't overstep your limits. You defend your interests and hardly bear to be stood in your way. You may have to defend a sensitive project. You thirst to renew your daily life, to change jobs, or to free yourself from certain constraints that weigh on you in your daily activity. So take advantage of the planetary arrangements of the day to highlight your skills. It is time to unleash love. Sometimes it is more necessary than you think. That is why a sextile between the moon and Venus would make things kinder for you. At the first change, feel free to start a new relationship. The love and romance duels will reach a critical climax, and you will see that the person who is challenging you has a lot of gunpowder at their disposal. Your best strengths are your ability to communicate and to be able to see both sides of the problem. The key is not to involve your emotions too much, although of course, this is easier said than done. You are not at the end of your troubles. But the question you should ask yourself is it worth it that you exhaust yourself like this for love? Take the time to think about it. Do you feel supported? Is he or she there for you when you need him or her? If you can't get the changes you want, maybe you should consider letting go. You will only be better off without having to drag someone behind you who does not know how to listen to you. That work does not cause allergies, which means that you always have everything at your disposal so that you can correctly conclude your day without any problems. You should record what are the inconveniences that make you feel that you can do nothing. It would be the perfect opportunity to let the sextile between the Moon and Jupiter free you from negative energies. Today, do not worry about things that you still have to do. You must find out why you do so many things and leave so little time for rest. Today's energy will help you learn to spend more time and decide what changes to make in your routine. It shouldn't be difficult to start with a few small changes, like getting more exercise or planning several nights out each week. Like the Papal Mule, Alphonse Daudet, you never forget an offense. You go over an old story again and again, and you take the opportunity to impose your bad mood on everyone. This hostile attitude prevents you from evolving in your workplace. So of two things, one, pass the sponge or leave the ship. Alphonse Daudet's boutique kept his grudge for 7 long years. Are you not going to do the same? Your children are growing up, your friends are foregoing your advice, you are kind of suffering from empty nest syndrome. You need to take care of someone, you need to justify your presence on Earth. Uranus will be of good advice to help you give meaning to your life. Volunteering experience might make you feel useful to others. Adopting a pet would also bring great joy to you who are intrinsically close to nature.